Hi everybody, thank you so much for logging in. While we're waiting for people to log in, I've got a question for you today. My question for you is, are you a runner? And if you are a runner, what's the longest distance you've run or longest race that you've been in? So I want you to enter that in the chat box as we're waiting for people to log in. My reason why I'm asking that is because today we're doing a lot of lunging. And lunging kind of maps to the movement of running, of sprinting, of kicking, of walking. Now, even if you're not a runner, lunging is really important for your hip strength, for your knee stability, for your overall mobility in your lower body. But if you're a runner, you definitely need to have some lunging in your program. Personally, the longest race I ever did, I did one marathon. I did Grandma's Marathon up in Duluth, Minnesota. And I got done with it. I had a great time, but afterwards I was like, never again. That was so hard. It was marked off my bucket list. All of you distance folks are my heroes, but I'm glad you're also incorporating some strength. All right, looks like we have a few more people here today, so let's get started. We're doing TRX strength workout, strengths with straps. We are doing lunging and rotating movements. We're doing 4 different exercises, 4 sets, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, working really hard during those 30 seconds so by the end you feel like you've totally failed, but you're still moving well. The end of the workout, we're going to test your TRX lunge with your foot in suspension. I'll give you some options. If you don't love that exercise, don't worry. If you did this workout with me 3 weeks ago, we also did lunging and rotating, different exercises, but we still tested those TRX lunges. So if you did that, I hope your score is just a little bit higher today. And of course, we're gonna warm up in the beginning and do some wonderful stretches at the end. So let's get this party started. Thank you for logging in. We're gonna start with your TRX standing rollout. Your straps are at mid-length. Stand facing away from the anchor point. Give me a nice, strong, active plank, shoulders down and back out of your ears. Roll those hands out just a little bit, brace your core, bring it back into that nice, strong plank. Roll out just a touch and return. 30 seconds of this, guys. Are you pulling your belly buttons in? Are your ears, shoulders, hips, and ankles in alignment? One thing to look out for this standing rollout, you don't want to go full Superman. That's a lot of pressure on your shoulders. I'm only moving my hands up and down a little bit. And if that feels like it's too easy, move it back a little bit. But keep in mind, we're also still just warming up. I just want you to feel those core muscles firing. 3, 2, and 1. Squat row combo. Straps are at mid-length. I'm gonna have you stand facing the anchor point. Lean back, walk it under. Feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. Drop your bucket down, squat, and plank. Big row and squeeze, and plank. If you've been doing these strength with straps workouts with me for a little bit, then you probably are familiar with this warm-up. I like to do the same warm-up every time, A, because it's easy to remember and it's nice to be in a routine, B, because it's a really darn good warm-up. We're mobilizing everything we need to get mobile, we're activating everything that needs to be activated and stable and ready to move for the workout. We've got 10 seconds left. Enjoy that stretch in your hips. Give me a nice big squeeze behind the shoulder blades. Body check. When you row, are those shoulders down away from your ears? Do you have those nice long dangly earrings hanging down? 3, 2, and 1. Forward lunge with Y-fly. Remember, we're doing a lot of lunging today. Straps are at mid-length. Stand facing away from your anchor point. Nice strong plank. Give me a big step forward with your right foot. Gently lower the left knee down. Get a good stretch. Pressing into the handles. Come back up. Strong plank. Alternate sides. Again, enjoy that stretch on the bottom. Really pressing those hips open. Bending the back knee down toward the floor. If you want to hang out down here a little longer and stretch, go for it. I'm coordinating everything in the front side of my body now, though. I'm opening up my hips. And by pressing my hands into the handles as I stand up, you should feel your abs and your core engage again. We're trying to fire those core muscles to help keep you stable and strong for the whole workout. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Single leg hip hinges. Let's see how your balance is on one leg. Straps at mid-length, stand facing the anchor. Walk it back so your arms are straight out in front of you. Push down on the handles. Center your left foot to the anchor and hinge forward, lifting the back heel up toward the the back of the room and come back. Trying to balance on your left foot, but we're also getting a nice stretch to the hamstrings on the left side. You feel the core engage as you're pressing down on the handles of the suspension trainer. You're checking your posture by engaging behind your shoulder blades. And we're making your hips work a little bit by moving in and out of this stretch. For those of you who do yoga, this will remind you of your warrior 3 position in yoga. 5, 4, 3, 2, oh, that one feels good, and 1. Switch feet right off the bat. Hinge forward, feel that same stretch. It's probably gonna feel a little different on this side. I'm a little less tight on this side. But remember, it's not about how far you can go. In fact, at each point in this movement, you should have that line from your ears to your shoulders, to your bum, to your heel. If you have to do this to hinge forward, that means you're missing out on a huge part of the movement. You want that back heel to lift as your upper body lowers. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do some lateral lunges, which we're gonna revisit later too. Straps at mid-length, stand facing. A little bit of slack in those straps. Get those feet nice and wide, toes pointed directly forward. I'm gonna have you bend your right knee, lower the bum down. Oh, pull yourself up and bend your left knee. This should be a really good stretch. That's all we're focusing on now. Your muscles are working, but we're really focusing on feeling that stretch through your hips, through your inner thighs, keeping your chest up tall and proud, moving side to side. We have 10 seconds left. You can turn this into a Cossack lunge if you want to rotate that toe up toward the ceiling. Absolutely an option, and you are in charge of how low you go. In fact, you're in charge of this whole workout, guys. It's as hard or as easy as you make it. 3, 2, and 1. Finally, that golfer's rotation. We're gonna add a chest opener at the back of it. Let me show you. Straps at mid-length, hands belly button height, pressure on the handles. We'll rotate around 180 degrees. Now you'll drop your arms down, shoulder sweep. Oh, that feels good. And then bring it up, swing it through, other side, and shoulder sweep. Let's get started with this one. If it feels too tight in your shoulders or you're feeling it in your lower back, just move toward your anchor point or your door a little bit more. Open, keeping pressure on those handles, and swing it through. Oh, lots of tension. Oh my goodness, this is what I needed today. I have been hunkered over my computer way too much. Opening up my chest, opening up my hips. Let's do one more on the other side. Oh, all right. Let's get this strength workout started. We're gonna do some lunging today since that's our main focus. We're gonna start with our TRX balance lunges. Straps at mid-length, stand facing the anchor point. For our 4 sets, we're gonna go right, left, so 4 total. I'm not gonna throw any curveballs of 4 on each side. I'm gonna have you start with your TRX step back lunge actually. So center your right foot to the anchor. Now step your left foot back, set it down, lower down. You can either stay with this or pick up your back leg. That's the bottom of your balance lunge, and stand up. Lower back hover and stand up. Let's go for 30 seconds. Chest is up tall and proud. Nothing should look different with this lunge than that step back lunge or a regular stationary lunge, except that back leg isn't touching. Notice how my chest is tall and proud. Make sure you're not taking a bow when you do this. You're just lowering down. You're gonna hear it a lot today, like an elevator, not like an escalator. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch feet. I'm gonna give you a short little rest break here. Shake it out. You can stretch out the quads on that leg. Remember, you always have the option of just doing a step back lunge. On the next round, I'm gonna give you an option of how you can make this a little bit harder if you wanna do that too. All right, on that left leg, let's center it out. Nice, strong, tall posture, and here we go. You can set the right leg back. Now pick it up and drive that up. Chest is up tall and proud. Hover and squeeze. Really squeezing the bum as you come up to the top and extending your hips on the top. And guys, it's okay to use the straps. Quite frankly, I think it's impossible to do a balance lunge without holding onto the straps with good form. So you're hovering that back leg, coming back up. But again, you want to be an elevator, straight down, straight up, not falling backwards and forwards, or leaning forwards and back. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, stretch out those legs. All right, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna give you 2 options to make this harder. I'm gonna go back to the right side again. You can either do a crossing balance lunge, where that leg comes behind, or you can do your balance lunge and add a little bit of a hop to it. Your choice if you want to get more dynamic. Or you can just do the balance or step back lunge we did before. You guys ready? Center that right foot to the anchor. Option 1, crossing. Option 2, hop. I'm going to try those hops. Here we go, 30 seconds. If you do the hop, make sure that you're keeping the knee tracking directly over your middle toes and not letting it collapse inward. You're really squeezing from your bum and pulling up. Those of you doing your crossing balance lunge, make sure your left knee gets past your right heel and you're fully extending back up. We have 5, 4, ouch, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Same thing on the other side. Those of you doing the crossing balance lunge, let me get you set up here. You'll start with that left foot centered, right foot behind, lower down. Just like our balance lunges, you pick up that right leg and come up. So it's the same thing, but that back knee is coming past the front heel. Otherwise, you can do those hopping balance lunges or any of our other choices from before. Center that left foot. Let's party, guys. 30 seconds. I'm really pressing through the floor. I'm using the straps to keep my posture upright. My knees are 90-90 on the bottom. Pulling and breathing. I'm not jumping that high. I'm just leaving the ground a little bit to make it a little more dynamic and powerful. We have 10 seconds left. Crossing balance lungers is that left knee making it past your left heel. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job, everybody. Shake out your legs. Grab a sip of water if you wish. We're moving on to our TRX Torso Rotations, otherwise known as James Bond. Straps are at mid-length. I'm going to have you grab onto one handle and pull it tight. I'm going to walk you through the progressed version first and then show you your options, because the progressed version is pretty challenging. For your torso rotation, you're going to hold onto that one handle, stand facing the anchor point, arms are straight. Shoulders down and back out of my ears. I'm gonna rotate. Here's my gun. Ready? My James Bond gun. Rotate to one side. Pew, 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 pew. You gotta make the sound effects too. And down. Then the other side. Pew, 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 pew. And down. Notice how my spine stayed straight and my body stayed as straight as a cylinder, and I didn't arch my back. That's the tricky part. If you feel it in your back or if it's too much, here's your option. You can bring those arms above your head and rotate, still keeping your spine straight and arms straight, and lower down. If you can see my feet, I'm not sure if you can in this camera angle, but notice how they're pivoting. Hey, another option to make it harder or easier is you can change your angle. If I walk my feet underneath closer to my anchor or my door, that's gonna make it harder. If I move back, that's gonna make it easier. We have 4 sets, 30 seconds. You guys ready? Pick your poison, and here we go. I do expect sound effects though. Pew, 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 pew. Or maybe some Charlie's Angels action. Pew. A lot of core strength here, and you are really squeezing those buns tight. Good. Are you keeping your shoulders down and back out of your ears? Are those ribs hidden, tucked in tight? Remember option, bringing those arms up over your head. That's a little bit easier. Either option though, keep those arms nice and straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, shake it out. That's also one I liken to like a cable rotation in the weight room. We are holding on to a cable handle and you're literally bringing it across. But now your body is the weight and you're rotating like this through space, making sure those shoulders stay down. We're going again in 10 seconds. If you want to make it harder, you can walk under a little bit, but don't let those backs arch. Keep the ribs tucked in. And 3, 2, and 1. TRX Torso Rotation. Squeezing the buns. Are you keeping constant tension on that suspension trainer? It's tempting to get a little bit of slack and take a break on top, but you don't want to be a cheater, do you? Are those shoulders down and back out of your ears? Are your buns nice and tight? Is your body rotating like a rotisserie chicken? Oh yeah. chicken. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. That was set number 2. Shake it out. You can hang down towards your toes. Remember, the goal of each one of these sets is strength. I want you challenged to the point where that last rep is almost impossible, but you still should feel safe and have good form. We're going again in 10 seconds, guys. Torso rotation again to make it more challenging. Walk under. To make it easier, walk back. I'm going to take one small step underneath. Ready? Let's go. 30 seconds. Now, thinking about that space between your shoulders and your ears. Your head should be like a turtle head coming out of a turtle shell with a lot of space there. Or your shoulders are ear poison. I like using that one too. Also, squeezing your buns to help keep your spine in alignment and tucking those ribs in so you're not arching up into that final position of those torso rotations. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and 1. Nice job. One more set. I know, I'm sorry, I'm grunting and huffing and puffing. I hope you are too, even though I can't hear you. All right, swing it out, hang it out. One more of those, and then we'll have another really fun exercise after that. All right, guys, we're going in 10 seconds. Let's get into position, grab that handle, pull it tight. Once again, option, can you go a little bit lower, a little bit steeper? Slow and controlled, hit it, 30 seconds. And again, notice how I'm pivoting on my toes. Pew, 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 to get that full rotation. Pew, pew. I have 2 little boys now, so we try to stay away from the Nerf guns and all that, but they seem to turn everything, sticks, pencils, pens, crayons, into some sort of pew, 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 pew device. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and amazing. Nice job, guys. All right, we're gonna move on to your TRX lateral lunges. If you happen to have a kettlebell or a light weight nearby, feel free to grab it. It is 100% optional. I'm just gonna use a light dumbbell. Keep in mind, TRX does sell some pretty slick kettlebells. I love the TRX kettlebells, but I don't have it right in front of me right now. So I'm just gonna use a cheesy dumbbell here. We're gonna do 4 sets of stepping lateral lunges. First set, no weight, and then I'll give you some options to add on and make things a little bit more challenging. Straps are at mid-length. Stand facing the anchor point. For 30 seconds, you're going to step in one direction. I'm going to step to my right, bending down, make sure this working toe is pointed forward, and then step together. Then I'm going to go back to the same side again. I'll show you why as we go. So we're going to do 1 set, 2 set, 3 sets, 4 sets. Ready? Set and lateral lunges just to the right or left. Now when you step over, make sure that foot you land on, the toes point forward, and the knees track directly over your toes. I'm also keeping my chest up, going down like an elevator. I'm not dropping backwards and forwards. I should be able to let go of the straps in the bottom of my lunge and not fall down. Now, we've already warmed up. See if you can challenge the depth, going a little bit lower. And it's okay to use the straps to pull yourself back up. Whew, shake it out. 30 seconds off, then we're gonna step over to the left. And again, it is okay to use the straps. I just don't want you to lean back and lean on them the whole time. That's a lot of pressure on your knees. All right, let's set this one up because we're going very soon. You'll step to your left or the other side, bend down, make sure this toe is pointed forward, and step back. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, lateral lunges. Step over, bend the knee, and bring it in. Big push off that foot. Really sinking your left bum back over that heel. So it feels like you're kind of squatting over something, trying to touch one butt cheek to a stool or a bench or a stair. Using the straps to keep your chest elevated. Trying to take a wide enough step so that you can keep your knee tracking directly over those toes. Checking how your toes are lined up, and you're in charge of the pace. 3, 2, and 1. Ready to get crazy? For the 3rd set, you can either do the same thing we just did, or you can grab onto one handle. If I'm stepping to my right, I'm gonna hold the handle in my left hand, and I'll step side to side, only using one handle. Or if you have a weight nearby, a soup can, a water bottle, anything, you're gonna hold that weight in a racked position. Hopefully I won't hit my microphone. and do this with the weight. 3, 2, and 1. Stepping to the side and back up. Again, the weight is totally optional. And if you don't feel like you can maintain proper form, you can either just do the one-handed version of this, or you can go back into those stepping lunges that we did in the first 2 sets. But it's amazing how just a little bit of weight, when you only have that one hand to hold on to for stability, really makes a difference. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. Excellent job. Good work. Now we're going to switch it up. I'm going to be stepping to my left foot. So I'm going to hold the handle in my right hand. You can do that, or you can grab a weight. I'm going to hold the weight in my left hand in this racked position. You can hold your kettlebell here, your water bottle here, your soup can here, your small child here. All right, guys, we're going in 5, 4, one more of these lateral lunges. 3, 2, and 1. Step to the side, bend. Pull it back up. Nice and low. Now that you feel pretty warm, and I sure hope you do, because we're a good chunk of the way through the workout, really challenge how low you go with those lunges. Drop it and pull it. We're halfway there. Are you keeping that chest up tall and proud? Are you lowering straight down the second your foot touches? Are you pushing back in using your buns? 3, 2, and 1. Good. Grab a sip of water. We have one more exercise before we get to your testing TRX lunges today. So this one's so much fun. We're going to do your TRX Pendulum Swings. We're getting down to the ground for this one. So let's bring your straps to mid-calf length. Option, you can just hold a plank, either in or out of the straps, if this one gets to be too much. Okay, we're going to get your toes in those foot cradles. Make sure they're dangling just above your toes. That's how you know you're at the right length. Hold it wide in a Christmas tree, roll back, dive your toes in the backside, flip it over. So now that I'm ground facing away from the anchor point. Okay, the pendulum swings, the movement comes from my shoulders. So you could even try this before you pick your knees up. I'm pushing, rocking shoulder to shoulder. The rest of my body stays straight and lined up like a surfboard. Also, if you feel any back pain at all, set your knees down, reset before you come into the movement. So let me show you really quick and then we'll get the party started. So I find my strong plank and pushing through my hands, I swing my body. I'm not going So I'm not hinging at my hips, I'm coming from my shoulders. This one's actually pretty fun, and if you have kids at home, they love this one. All right, guys, 30 seconds, find that plank. Ready? Hit it and pendulum swing side to side. You decide how big those swings are, but we're rotating, pressing through those hands, rotating through your shoulders, your thoracic spine, keeping your buns tight. Isn't this kind of fun? Making sure those shoulders are back directly above your wrists, so you're not pinching and creating pain on those wrists. Whew. All right, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So kind of fun, but also kind of hard, right? Roll out those wrists for a second. We're gonna do another set in 30 seconds. Notice how you naturally kind of wanna shift forward. A, that's cheating. B, that pinches your wrist. So make sure that you're pushing your shoulders back directly above your wrists. All right, guys, we're going again in 10 seconds. Roll out those shoulders. All right, give me that nice, strong, active plank. Ready, set, everything tight, 30 seconds, side to side. You can even add a little bit of a pike on each side if you'd like, lifting those hips up just a touch, but make sure you're pressing through your shoulders. You feel this in your shoulders a lot. Really squeeze those buns tight to set that strong, active plank. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have 30 seconds recovery. This is no joke, right? If you feel like you can make it harder, good for you. No, I'm just kidding. If you want to make it more challenging, you can come forward in front of your door, in front of your anchor point a little bit more. Guys, if you need to take rest breaks during the 30 seconds, feel free to set your knees down, roll it out, and meet me back in position whenever you're ready to go. All right, we're going again in 5, 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds, pendulum swings. pressing your buns, pulling those belly buttons in, and you decide how big of a pendulum you make, really pressing your hands into the floor. I'm gonna have to stop talking because I'm tired. 10 left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Now here's where I really need you to check yourself. If you feel like those hips are sagging during your set, please stop. Just because it's fun does not mean this exercise is worth extra back pain, okay? Or watch the video later and come back and take longer rest breaks. We have one more set. Again, to make this harder, you're gonna scoot forward a little bit more in front of that anchor. All right, we're going again in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hit it side to side. Last 30 seconds of this. You got it. Squeezing everything, pressing into the floor, bracing, driving maybe a little pike on each side. You're gonna feel this tomorrow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Wow, double butt kick to get out of there. Awesome job. Grab a quick sip of water. We're gonna get set up for your final activity of the day, your TRX lunge testing. Option 1, if you don't want to do the TRX lunges, you can go back to the TRX step back or balance lunges that we did in the beginning of the workout. Otherwise, let me walk you through a perfect rep and then we'll get this test going. To get one foot in both foot cradles, you want your straps at mid-calf length. They should already be there from that last exercise. I'm gonna grab both handles with my right hand, not the foot cradles, but the rubberized or foam handles that you have. I'm gonna pick up my left foot, so the opposite foot. Look at the poo on the bottom of my shoe, point the toe, pop it through those foot cradles, and immediately come down to the ground. Make sure you're slightly in front of the anchor point. You're not behind it. Obviously, if you have a door, you're gonna be in front of the anchor point. My front foot is 1 foot in front of my back knee. For the rep to count, you have to come up safely and lower that back knee 2 inches off the ground, okay? If you're not comfortable doing this, if you don't feel safe, please don't do it. I can't jump at you. So you can always do the step back or balance lunge options. Okay, I'm gonna have you do as many as you can and then stop when you're done. Now, I'm gonna stop at 25. My world record is 60. I have clients who've done 300. So if you are still going when I stop, keep going. Okay, you can do the stretches later. I want you to get a real value of what you can actually achieve. If you get done before me, no problem. Start your stretches a little bit early. I'm gonna start on my right leg and then my left leg. I know last time people were like, I should have done my left leg first. Whatever leg you want to start. TRX lunges, straps are at mid-calf length. Grab both handles with one hand. Pick up the opposite foot. Look at the bottom of your shoe, pop it through. Come on down to the ground. All right. Get yourself in the right frame of mind because these are not comfortable. Like I said, but if you want to keep going, please do. Ready, set, here we go. Make sure that back knee comes straight down. Only 1 foot in front of your front heel. It's not shooting back like a donkey kick. And it hovers 2 inches off the ground. Sometimes I'll roll up a yoga mat and put it back there, and so I have some sort of cue where I know that I've gone low enough. But make sure you're not slamming your knee into the ground. Also, make sure your front knee is tracking directly over your middle toes and your posture is upright. I'm at 11. And you don't get to stop and rest on the bottom either, that's cheating. Good luck walking downstairs tomorrow. Good luck sitting on the toilet tomorrow. And like I said, I'm stopping at 25 and going to the other leg. You can keep going if you wish. Woo! And your safety if you're going down is to grab the floor. Are those eyes up, looking straight out ahead of you? How's your posture? And that's 25 for me. Again, if you're still going, keep going. All right, this is your workout. I'm gonna switch sides. So now I'm gonna grab both handles with my other hand, bend the other knee, do it quick so you don't forget which side you just did, and pop that toe into both foot cradles. I'm gonna come down to the ground and line myself up. My front heel is 1 foot in front of my back knee. I'm gonna count this first rep. Here I go. Again, I'm stopping at 25. You do what you need to do. Quite honestly, I don't know if I could do much more than 25 today anyway. But I kid you not, I had a client do 300 of these, and they were all with good form. Some people just have unbelievable muscular endurance in your legs. People I know who are distance runners or cyclists, they could go all day with these. So I definitely can't wait to hear what your number was today. Make sure you leave that in the comments. Are those shoulders down and back? Are you going straight down and up? Is that back knee coming 1 foot behind your front heel? Are you squeezing that bum as you come up? I'm gonna do 5 more. You keep going if you can. And again, you're allowed to swear, I'm not allowed to. Oh, yeah. And I'm gonna single leg butt kick to get out of there. Again, if you're still going, keep it up. Nice job. This all originates from something we called a 40-40 challenge years ago. And the goal was to get 40. So that's kind of like an awesome goal to achieve. But remember, it's all about your own goals. Your own goals mean you wanna get a little bit better every time. If you did this workout with me 3 weeks ago and you got 10, maybe today you got 15. That's the overall goal. Let's do a couple quick stretches together. We're gonna start with your standing figure 4 stretch. Again, if you're still lunging, keep going, and make sure you write in the comments how many lunges you got, either right now or when you're done with this workout. Standing figure 4. Straps at mid-length, stand facing the anchor, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Drop the bum down, keeping your chest up tall and proud. Trying to push that right knee away from you and gently tugging on the straps to roll your shoulders down and back. Relaxing your neck. You can even do some circles on that right foot. Remember, you're not falling backwards, you're just sinking down and unloading your body weight by pulling the handles. Those hips just had a doozy of a workout with all that lunging today. Inhale, exhale, come on up. Let's switch feet. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Chest stays up tall and proud, lower down. Lifting your chest up toward the anchor. Again, we can make some circles on that foot. So again, lunging and rotating today. All you runners out there, this was dedicated to you, but even if you're not a runner, these lunges are so important. And inhale, exhale, come on all the way up. We're gonna do your standing quadricep stretch. Put both foot cradles in your right hand, arm out in front of you and push down. Place your left foot in your left hand, keeping your knees together. Push down on those foot cradles. So if you do this, you're gonna fall. But if you push down, that helps engage. It helps keep you balanced at the same time. Shoulders down and back, really pushing down. Try to squeeze the left bum to press the hips open. My guess, because I'm psychic, is tomorrow your quadriceps are gonna be the most sore of anything else. I know we used a lot of stuff, but I bet that's where you're gonna feel it. Shake it out. Other side, push down on both foot cradles with your left hand. Put your right foot in your right hand, squeeze the right bum, press downward, shoulders down and back. And again, really squeeze the right bum to drive those hips open on the right side and push downward on those foot cradles for some good core engagement. Big inhales and exhales. Oh, nice. Finally, your chest and torso stretch. Straps stay at mid-length. I'm gonna have you stand facing away from the anchor point. You notice a trend, we always end with this one because it's amazing. Walk it forward to those arms in a T. Now take one step forward, open that chest up, not forcing everything. You want to be able to keep your thumbs up toward the ceiling and let your shoulders relax away from your ears. Now I'm going to have you drop one arm down, reach the other arm up over the top. If you feel too much pinching in your shoulders, just walk back a little bit toward the anchor. And then other side. Drop the other arm down, reach the other one up over the top, nice side bend. Finally, take a step back, take a bow forward, fold. And come on up, give yourselves a hand. What an awesome day of lunging and rotating today. I look forward to seeing you next week, if you're not still sore by then. We're gonna go back to hinging movements and pushing movements again. So there may be some push-ups. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for TRX Live, and have an awesome week. Definitely check out some of our other amazing instructors, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.